Thank you for joining us for this Fox 9 special. I'm Dawn Mitchell.
And I'm Hannah Flood. June 23rd of this year marks 50 years since Title IX was passed into law. This landmark law prohibits discrimination based on sex in educational programs and activities, including sports.
And in this Fox 9 special, we celebrate Minnesotans who fought hard to make sure that girls and women could equally have the right to play sports.
To appreciate how far we've come, let's take a look back at the history of women in sports in Minnesota. Starting in 1883, just a few years after basketball was invented, it was introduced to girls and women studying at Carleton College in Northfield, Minnesota.
And the sport quickly gained popularity. By the 1900s, schools across the state had girls basketball programs and tournaments. And by 1925, even International Falls had girls basketball teams. However, attitudes changed in the 1930s, and many people thought that it was unhealthy for girls and women to play competitive sports. And by the 1940s, virtually most programs had been cut.
For the next 30 years or so, most girls and women only had the opportunity to play sports in for-fun, non-competitive associations. That is until the early 1970s, when after much activism from girls and women across the state, the first ever woman was appointed to the Minnesota State High School League. A few years later, Title IX was passed into law, solidifying girls and women's place in sports.